We have another Knives Out film. I love the Knives Out franchise. Rian Johnson has created something absolutely incredible with these films. This is one of the franchises where, for me, I just want them to keep on coming. So when this was announced as the opening gala for the London Film Festival, I was extremely excited because it gave me the chance to see this film early and in cinemas, and that felt really special to me. Now, I wasn't actually at the opening gala screening, despite seeing it on opening day. The BFI worked really hard in trying to make the film festival accessible all over the country so that people don't have to travel to London, and it makes it easier for people who don't live in London. So they partner with certain cinemas to show some films around the country, and that's how I managed to check out Wake Up Dead Man after failing to get tickets for the opening gala. I'm so glad I managed to do this because I really enjoyed Wake Up Dead Man. In Wake Up Dead Man, Benoit Blanc returns to solve a mystery which takes place at a church, and he must navigate his way through stories to figure out who did it. It's so hard to review whodunits and murder mysteries and not give the story away. I won't be doing that, don't worry. I'll be extra careful not to tell you guys spoilers and not give anything away. It should be quite hard for me because if you've watched my videos before, you'll be able to tell that I'm quite narrative and character driven. But yeah, I won't give anything away. I love the first Knives Out. I actually did guess that one right. And with Glass Onion, which I also loved, I couldn't tell you who I thought it was, but I remember not getting it right. With Wake Up Dead Man, I couldn't even fathom a guess. The story did a really great job at keeping you on your toes. I had no clue who did what and where this film was going, which was a good thing because what actually happens, I didn't really think of and I didn't see coming. There's a lot of substance in the film. There are a lot of things in which happen which are called back to later on from different perspectives. So everything does end up being explained so that by the end of the film, you're just like, oh, that explains that. It's done really nicely. The film is really enjoyable, not just because of how thought-provoking it is and how great it is at keeping your attention in trying to solve the murder mystery and the themes. Well, I would like to talk about the themes, but I don't want to spoil anything, but I'll hold for now. And speaking of attention, by the way, if you're watching this on Netflix when it comes out in December, you have to pay attention. Like I said earlier, they make callbacks to things throughout the film. They reference things throughout the film. You cannot be scrolling through TikTok and watching the film at the same time. But the film is really fun for other reasons too. Like the others, there's humor in there. There's a lot of character moments in there, which made me really smile because they felt just really nice. The film is 2 hours and 21 minutes long. It's a long one. It's nearly exactly the same runtime as Glass Onion. And although I really liked Glass Onion, my biggest criticism at the time of it was that it felt too long. You don't have that here. There's an energy and a pace to this film which makes the film flow so nicely and quickly. It just flies by. It may be a little surprising, but Josh O'Connor is definitely the lead of the film. He's the central character in the story. He's nearly on screen, or if he's not, narrating for the entire runtime. He's absolutely brilliant in the role. He has a lot to do, whether it's narrating the introduction of all these characters, being funny with his delivery and the use of Rian Johnson's witty script, but also the scenes where he finds purpose of him as a priest, because at times he gets too swept up with the murder mystery that he forgets why he became a priest. And there's a really great scene where he rediscovers that. The rest of the ensemble are pretty good. We just don't see much of them. Glenn Close, I would say, has the most screen time out of the rest of the ensemble. She is the Monseigneur's right-hand woman. She essentially runs the church, and I like the performance. She really embraces the role, and the same goes for Josh Brolin as the Monseigneur. The other actors of the ensemble aren't in it a whole load, I would say. Whether it be Andrew Scott, Jeremy Renner, Kaylee Spaney, Kerry Washington, Daryl McCormack, Mila Kunis, Thomas Hayden Church, unbelievable cast, but they all do a great job in showcasing their talents with what they have. They all have at least one scene to show off their acting chops. Daniel Craig as Benoit Blanc is great again. He actually does take a little while to join up with everyone in this film, but he's still in it loads, don't worry. I do just love how he uses this character. He's a performative yet humble detective, and Craig's performance really mirrors that. I think he's perfect. I think Daniel Craig is a perfect casting as Benoit Blanc. I've thought this ever since the first Knives Out. If we're talking about Oscars, the franchise doesn't do that well. With the Academy, the first got a lone nomination for original screenplay. The second also got a lone nomination, this time for adapted screenplay. And I think Wake Up Dead Man's probably going to be set for an adapted screenplay nomination as well. They campaigned the hell out of Glass Onion, and it only ended up with one nomination. I know it did better at other awards circuits and award ceremonies, but at the Oscars, it only got the one. They're not going to campaign this film as hard as they did as Glass Onion. Netflix's slate is unbelievable this year, so I do think it is just going to be a lone nomination. I'm really hoping it's not, though. I don't think picture or any acting categories will be on the cards, but I really loved the production design of the church and the church grounds. It was absolutely stunning. It had quite a gothic feeling to the film, which began with the set design and the production design, and it was really cool, and it was a really good difference from the last two films. I like how each film feels different. You have Cozy Mansion in the first, Sunny Holiday Resort in the second, Gothic Church in the third. A nomination here would be incredible for production design. I just don't think it will happen, but I will note it, and I'm going to do the same for cinematography as well, because I think it was really nicely shot. It's been such a long time since I've seen Knives Out and Glass Onion. I do really want to rewatch them now, especially after seeing Wake Up Dead Man. If I was going to rank them, I'd probably go Glass Onion at 3, Wake Up Dead Man at 2, Knives Out at 1. That all being said, I'm going to go with 4 stars for Wake Up Dead Man, closer to a 4.5 than a 3.5. If you like the review, please like and subscribe to the channel and my other socials. It will be much appreciated. And if you're looking forward to Wake Up Dead Man, let me know. And make sure to look forward to plenty of reviews coming out of London. I've got 10 more films lined up. And I'll see you in the next.